If you're an SUV fan, you have to watch this video because today we're having one of the best SUVs I've ever driven, and it's the Land Rover Defender 110. Before we start the review, make sure to leave a like, subscribe, give us some suggestions or write us down which car you would like us to review next. Let's begin. I have to tell you, I have never been so happy to drive an SUV like this for a long time. It really is, it looks outstanding. I really love the design of this thing. I think it's absolutely beautiful. And now the big question comes, how is it actually to drive? And of course, when we drive cars, normally we test how fast the car is, how it performs around corners, etc. So we will give you a little bit of that. But in all honesty, with the Land Rover Defender, we just have to find out whether it feels comfortable to drive around city and around the town or not. It's so comfortable. It shifts through the gears quite easily. You don't feel a lot. You don't hear a lot of the outside world. It's really isolated, beautiful from the outside. It's a fantastic car. What I do feel is it wobbles kind of a little bit, you know, going over bumps. The steering wheel is as big as a bus, but you feel so comfortable sitting inside here. And Range Rover is somehow the absolute expert in giving you a wonderful steering wheel feel. The leather, the texture of the leather, how it feels is so nice. You know, you can tell everything, there's openings, it's easy to look outside the car. It's really, really a nice experience overtaking this truck. I mean, you know, you feel secure, and that is, I think that is very important with an SUV. You feel very secure, the color is beautiful, the people like it actually. It's a well-seen car, and I really love it. I think one strange thing is the speedometer, as you have seen, is kind of in two parts. One is digital, one is kind of analog, but that's not really, that's nothing major. It's just a simple thing. So let's stop here. Let's do a quick pull from 0 to 100, okay? Let's see how long it will take us. As I said, the car has 200 horsepower, 2-liter inline 4-cylinder engine from Jaguar, 500 Newton meters of torque, and should use around 7.2 liters of fuel. So we are in sport mode. I'll turn the ESP off just for the sake of doing it. I'll put it a little bit on the brake and then accelerate. Go! Ooh! 60, 90, and that is 100! I don't know why I love to accelerate any type of car. I really do like it. I really like to see it work. Good job, Rangy. Good job. Not Rangy, Landy. That's what I should call it for this review. Landy. Good job, Landy. Very nice. You did a fantastic job. The car tops out at 175 kph, so don't expect it to be a sports machine. If you want a little bit more sporty drive, then get the V8 with over 500 horsepower. That would be something else. Cornering, wobbly. You have some driving modes, but most of them are actually only for off-road. What I think is interesting is we have kind of this we have a low gearbox mode, so I shall try it. Let's go into neutral. Let's put it into low gearbox mode. Let's see. So I wonder just how it accelerates now. I won't push it fully. I just wonder how the... Okay, so 20 kph. We are now in third gear, fourth gear with 30 kph, fifth gear. I think we should try to accelerate from 0 to whatever it goes in this low gearbox setting. 3, 2, 1. And that's it. It can only go to 70 kph in the low gearbox setting. So but you saw how it shifted through the gears. It shifted very fast. I mean, it shifted 7 gears like this. It's an 8-speed gearbox, but it shifted 7 gears. Let's put it into normal drive mode again. For that, go to neutral. press the low gearbox mode on and then accelerate out. I love it. I love it. I really do like it. It's so comfortable. It's a very nice experience. Okay, so we're driving 60 now. I'll put it in sport. 60 right now, and 3, 2, 1, full step. Okay, 70, 80, 90, 100. It's not that bad. It's really not that bad. But the silence in here, man, it's so nice to sit in. Wrong window. This is how I test double glass. Yeah, it's not double glass, it's just thicker glass. It's really a nice experience. It really is a nice experience. You know, it just feels so cool. It feels raw. It feels like a surviving machine. And you still have some sort of comfort and luxury. And I think that is brilliant. I really do. I love it. Corner approaching. And cornering is not the best thing. But who cares about that anyway? It's a fantastic car. It really is a fantastic car, very comfortable. You feel brilliant inside here. It's gorgeous to look at. I love it. I absolutely love it. I really do. We're starting the score system from 2024. So this is the last car we're filming without the score system. But I guess we'll do another video where I explain the score system on this car. Maybe we can drive the a little bit more powerful car, like 300 horsepower would be very good for this car. Then it accelerates from 0 to 100 in 7 seconds. That's brilliant. And also the price used right now, 50,000 kilometers, and you get this car for around 55 to 60,000 Swiss francs. That's nice. 4 years warranty. I like it. I really do. First of all, you can decide whether you want the 90, the 100, the 110, whether you want a 2-door version, whether you want a 4-door version, whether you want a hardtop version. And this one is called the Defender 110 with a 2-liter diesel engine, which means it is the base, the entrance model. And then you can choose from different packs. So this one is the urban pack. There is the Adventure pack, the Explorer pack, the Country pack, which have all sorts of stuff that they put extra on the car. This here is the urban pack, and I think it's a great pack to go for your day-to-day drive if you do not have extreme off-road adventures that you're planning. So what I love is the contrast of the utility vehicle style, like this part here, and of course the protection part in the front, how you can raise the car up to the highest setting, which it is right now, and the general look of this beautiful green color. And you know just how it melts into traffic. I mean, it's an extraordinary car. When we come to the front, it's a very massive, very masculine mask. I like the face. This is typical Range Rover. It reminds me a little bit of the squarish design of the old Land Rover Range Rover. This, of course, is the Land Rover Defender. And then we come to the side, we have this massive wheel, winter pack. It looks a little bit, you know, if it was in another car, you would say this looks shit. But here it looks absolutely fantastic. It matches this car perfectly. The white color with the combination to that green, that massive tire, it's very, very nice. And especially it's a Michelin tire that is extra here for SUVs. The car is very heavy, 2.4 tons, and you can tell, I mean, look at that. Massive doors, and then of course, massive space actually. I mean, there's plenty of space for all of your adventures. It's really, really nice to see. And then you come to the back and you see this spare wheel, the new design of the Defender. I think it really looks nice. The older one wasn't that beautiful. It stressed me out somehow. I can't really explain why. It didn't fit the picture of a real SUV car. Here, I just love it. Massive wheel, massive car, everything is just massive, you know, protection bars here. I love it. It's beautiful. Then you open this trunk here, it's quite heavy. 860 liters of volume for your day-to-day. And if you put the seats down, you get 1,946 liters of boot space. And then when you look at it closely, you can see they put a rubber on with a pattern that should prevent just basic stuff or groceries from sliding. I love it. It's so pure and brutal. And then you get cup holders here because this is actually also a third row. Look at that. It's really, really cool. I really like the car. Of course, then the space is gone, but I mean, you have the possibility to travel with 7 people here in this car. Love it. Let me pop the hood and show you what the engine is all about on the Land Rover Defender. So this is the, yeah, it's not really that spectacular. It's a Jaguar 4-cylinder engine, 2-liter diesel, producing 200 horsepower and 500 newton meters of torque. Has an 8-speed automatic gearbox, accelerating the car from 0 to 100 in 10.2 seconds, and tops out at 175 kph. Fuel consumption a little bit over 7 liters. They say 7.1 to 7.2 liters, which is okay considering the car's weight, 2.4 tons. Let me give you a listen still. Before we get in, let's check the road clearance. As you can see, we are now on the highest settings, which means the car is around 30 centimeters from the floor, 11.5 inches. And into the lowest setting, the entrance setting, it will be 20 centimeters over the floor, so 8.5 inches. Very nice. I mean, you can do all sorts of stuff with it. It's really an off-road car. It's great. Let's check the interior. All right, here is where the party starts, because this is one of the coolest interiors I've ever been into. I mean, just the whole design is just different than what I expected it to be when I saw the car from the outside, but it matches perfectly with the outside. It is robust. It is kind of a surviving machine. It's just cool. So the elements, how they did it, just fantastic. So there is no leather parts here. It's very plain and pure. We have a lot of gummy here, or a rubber that you can actually grip, and that is kind of helping you with going off-road or putting stuff into the car. You have this handlebar here that you can hold it to if you go off-road. You have a bunch of extra USB-C, USB-B, USB-A charging ports, and 12-volt battery chargers, and here also just to charge all your utilities. It's very, very cool. Then you of course have the air vents here integrated into the top part, strangely, which is kind of strange because obviously I wanted sometimes to kind of, yeah, spread the air into the cabinet or in my face if it's cold, but they have also a solution for that. The steering wheel is actually heated, and the steering wheel is the only leather part, and it's one of the best leather you can actually have in a car. I mean, the touch, the feel, the texture of the leather is absolutely beautiful. I love leather steering wheels of Land Rover and Range Rover especially. Very qualitative, very premium feel. Then on the side you can see the screws. I really love that. You can actually see also the green color from the outside of the car. It's really into the cabinet. Then of course handlebars here for the passenger seats in the back. Then you have this rubber part that you can remove here for your cup holders. Just store it into this massive storage compartment here. It's just nice. It's really, really nice. The most important thing for us is of course navigation and all of that, telephone, communicating with it, but the most important thing would be for us to help us off-road, and it has a bunch of stuff to help us. So for example, we have the 4x4 system here that we can actually put a central lock on or go into a low gearbox ratio. Very nice. You have the weight sensing if you are somewhere in the water. Then you go outside and you have another option, and it is the cameras. Why do I mention the cameras? Because this car has an animation that you have never seen before. Normally on the road you just need your front, back cam, side cams maybe, so you can navigate the car and put it into a parking spot. But here you have off-road, and when you go off-road it shows you all types of stuff. You can press on the car, you actually see, when you press off-road you actually see the tires, you see where your bonnet is ending, so you can actually pass, for example, on a dead spot where you don't see over the hill. So that is great. And then you also can just basically play with it. You can put the front camera as a focus. You can go outside the car from the left side, right side, check if everything is all right surrounding you. It's beautiful. It's really a great experience. And that's as far as we can take it with the most important settings that I have found. If you liked our review, make sure to leave a like, subscribe, give us suggestions in the comment section. And thank you very much for watching. See you on the next one.